Welcome to this series where we are taking a look at the 1.8 update for Empyrion Galactic Survival. In the last part, we went out and we discovered the wreckage of the Pelican, and we also went down and did the burial chamber. And then upon completing that, we managed to recover a technical artifact, which we've now got to go and talk to Kessel. So that's what we're going to do. Now, what I also did off camera is I did a little bit of trading. So if I come into here, you can see I've sold off some of my surplus stuff. This is stuff that they don't want. And I bought some pentaxid, some neodymium, and a little bit of promethium pellets. Not sure the promethium pellets are worth that much, but we're just going to go up and talk to Kessel. Because if I remember correctly, this point in the mission represents a transition between doing planetary orientated missions to space orientated missions. But we'll just talk to Kessel. Hey my friend, so you've managed to find something. Tell them about your observations. Seems like someone else was here after these artifacts as well, but why they did what they leave them behind does not make sense to me. You find any human remains, anything left behind? Booze and a diamond ring. Oh wait, that ring you found is not only a ring. When I am not mistaken, it belongs to a member of the Abyssal family. Now, the Abyssal family are what you could say an aristocratic family within the Xerax Empire. And if the mission runs true, we will be meeting a representative of the Abyssal family later on. So we're not going to read all this detail. It gives a little bit of background and the tension that's between the different aristocratic families. So we're going to go and just click. So what happens next? It says go visit the orbital trading station when you are done with whatever job brought you into this planet. Get yourself a root beer, sit on the Sky Guys bar and enjoy the view. I'll report to my organization and see what I can do for you. You have already convinced me. I will now try to convince my supervisors to help, and it won't take long, I hope. Same to you. What this point represents is the end of a chapter, if I remember correctly. Oops. IDA, we should go into orbit and have a rest in the bar. You did a great job, and we found our first trace. I'm sure Kessel will be convinced of his superiors in no time. If we go to the missions and we look at the story here, so we've now really completed the crash bird here, and what we are now on is this one here. It says totally overpowered, which says go to the Sky Guys bar, and you can see down here it says mission will be activated by the game. So I think the next chapter will initiate once we approach the trading station. I don't really want to go rushing off there at the moment, simply because as the dialogue mentioned, that what we should really be doing is finishing up some odds and ends on this planet, because from this point on what's going to happen is that the things we're going to be doing is going to be operating in space, and to a certain degree this mission is trying to draw players up into space, because if you imagine that you'd started on Omicron, you probably at this point in the game would have an SV or something like that, which will allow you to do a little bit of traveling, but not go out on the offensive. So this represents a transition in the game. So what I want to do in this part is represent that transition by going out and doing a little bit of tidying up with various bits and pieces. Plus, if we're going to go to the trading station, we might as well take things that we can trade. And I've got an idea of where we can go to find that trade. Let me just get out from here. We'll just get above the Polaris station. Now, if I go to the map, what you'll see is that we've got let me just see, we've got an abandoned outpost over here. Now the abandoned outpost is very similar to the synth lab that we did on Ningus, so we're going to go down there to get some items to trade. There's also another one down here, and up here is also a burial chamber. So I think what we want to do in this part is we'll clear out these three POIs. There's also down here an Elder's Tomb, but I've got a feeling that might be tied to another mission. And of course, another option that we've got is in this kind of unexplored area here are the Xerax. So what we could do is actually just go in and pay them a visit as well. But one thing I wouldn't mind trying to find is that gold deposit, although we're not quite as bad as we should be. Let me just throw out a scan until we got here. We need to go west. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the CV with me, simply because I want to stock up on some other resources. Plus, I want to go back to the CV because I want to do a bit of a quick upgrade if I can do it. On top, there's the MCRN Pioneer over here. And we'll just land on the top. We're still in the well, but that's okay. Right, so is this offload? Oh, we got a alien poster. That must have been a reward for the mission. And we're just going to pick up the Pioneer. We'll put that in there. We'll put this stuff in the general supplies. I should just move the crossbow. I think what we'll do is we'll empty the perishables from the food, so we'll get rid of that. Probably don't need energy pills. Never really ever use them anymore. We used to have to use them quite a lot because your stamina took a long time to repair, heal up sometimes. So we've emptied the fridge. We've got spare weapons, which is probably a bit too much. We're okay for power. And actually what we could do is put all this lot. Oops, not the repair station, trading station. Shove all this back into here. And that means we can now put this MCRN and power you off. Save a little bit of power. Now, before we move off to the depot, what I want to do is come to capital vessel, and what I'd like to do is put a shield generator in the capital vessel. That will give us a little bit of extra protection when we do go up into space. It's 18,100 CPU. We got enough CPU for this? Yeah, it would take it up to just under 479,000. So we can just unlock the otherwise definitely for CV. And hopefully we will have enough resources for this. And we'll just knock that out. I mean, it's not a particularly strong shield, but it will make the difference should we come under a drone attack. So I think everything is still growing, so it just pays to pick odd vegetables up like this as you're passing through. It just keeps everything flowing in really nicely. So just put that there. And then jump into the ship. And the thrusters on. So here we are, we're just approaching the abandoned outpost. Now on the abandoned outpost on the left hand side is a single turret. So what we want to do is come in so that we can land. If we just land across the, should keep us close enough so that we can use the Wi-Fi. And the thrusters off. And I suppose what we should do is put in the poster. I'm not exactly sure where we can put it. We could put it there. There you go. Oh yeah. It disappeared. So this is our reward poster. This is Alien World. I think it's pretty cool artwork actually. Although the doggos look a little bit better than they were. So I've made some ammunition for the shotgun because of course in the last part we ran out and I can't get out this way, so we're gonna have to go out the rear. Actually, I think what we will do, I'm gonna walk all the way to the rear of the ship. And power on. That would also give me a little bit of extra defenses, not that I need it. And so if you watch the video where we took down the synth lab, you'll see it. This looks very familiar. The difference is we got a kind of tower in here. I think our main adversary is spiders. Which normally the spawn point is just there. Wait. Gotcha. And you can see the locked door that was on the synth lab is now being removed. And we got screaming abdabs down in the basement. So what we'll do is we'll just work our way round and loot what we can. Okay, we're gonna have to just shove everything in the controller. I mean, I'm not expecting vast quantities of loot from here. I get this one. Yep. So we go right across the front here, and keep that so it doesn't get shoved in the box. Got that. Computer, for some reason. And if we got one more. Oh, we got food rations. There's also a fridge over here. Probably eat the steak. Oops, gone down too far. Because what we can do is get into. It's normally a couple of spiders in here. There they are. That was one of them anyway. And of course, we need to keep away from this area here, because there's a trapdoor. And of course, there's the way down. Oh, I think he fell through the floor. Well, we'll kill him when we go down below. I'm being big-hearted like I am. Got another trainer controller up here. Walk around the edge of the room here. Of course, there's a trapdoor just there, but we can get straight into there. Take everything. A little bit more loot. And we can go up through here. That. And we got some painkillers as well. I think that kind of clears this room out. And what we've got now is a choice of up or down, but we're going to go down simply because I want, when we go up, I want to recover the grow plots. We're going to go down through this trapdoor, because it means we can. Wait. And we also know that there's spiders down here. And you got a bit of a whack on us. Ah. I'm just going to go and knock out the core. And unlike the synth lab, the core is unprotected. And take those titanium rods and the med kits. Okay. that spider got to? More titanium rods, flamethrower kit. Where's that spider gone? Oh, there he is. Goodbye, spider. And that clears the lower floor. And what we're going to do is we're just going to, well, I think I'll just go and shoot heal up a bit. We'll do just make life a little bit easy. We'll just drop the cord there. Steal all the fuel as we can. 7. You can hear something clicking. 2 1 1. Oops. 2 1 1 2. It's almost like there's a clock ticking. Don't know if you guys can hear it. It could be the turret on the other side. Anyway, what we're going to do now is going to attract his attention. And we've got all these lovely grow plots here. Put this in the fridge. We could probably eat it actually. And a controller. And well, I think before we pull in the grow plots, we'll just go up and look. Now there is. Sure. Well, we're gonna have to use the. Oops. We're gonna have to use this controller. Fridge back to container controller. Hook to it. Fridge. We can shove that in the fridge. And see, we're in this room. I think I want to retrieve a few of these blocks just in case we got to reinforce the bridge of the capital vessel. So we'll just take some of these so we don't have to make them. Maybe number 1, I think that's about it. And then we'll go into salvage mode. Don't really need the wireless thing. Oops. And we've already got the oxygen, haven't we? So we're just scrap out the things. I think got the fuel as well. Doors. But of course, in the synth lab, there's the terminal up here, but there's no terminal up here now. We'll take that. And what we'll do this time is we'll just scrap out the steel plates for the windows here. And what this will do is give us the Sathium plates. What we're going to do now, make sure we've got retrieve blocks. Now the reason I'm retrieving these grow plots is that on the trade station where we're going to be going, there is a trader for food and kind of agricultural stuff like grow plots. So I'm hoping that we will be able to sell these to him and make some cash. Oops. Looked over the top. So we'll just grab. Ah, no. It's a mistake. Oops, I've just grabbed myself. Yeah, it was a bit of a mistake, but that's okay. Now, if I stand here, will we be in range of the MCRN Pioneer? Yes, we are. So we're just going to offload the container controller. That clicking noise is very irritating. And we're safety in plates at there. All supplies. We'll put building supplies here as well. Put that in there. And we're going to break that link. I'll pick up the Pioneer here. Don't want the... Yeah, we want the constructor in. And what I want to do is just show you guys a very quick way to get resources. And one reason why I do salvage is that if you undermine, this is a very quick way to get all the steel plates you ever need. And once you start doing this to POIs you've taken down, you will never ever have to spend hours mining iron and even other base resources. And what you do is you just wait for it all to collapse around as much as you can, like that. Missed a few blocks because I was a little bit slow, but oops, some cement. And what you'll find is we kind of picked up probably about 2,000 odd steel plates, quite a lot of titanium plates, which are useful. Where did that copper come from? Absolutely no idea. We've got a few other resources in there as well, and of course you can carry on doing that as much as you want. I'm just interested to see. Oh, we can't get him. Of course, you can keep on doing this until you've got more than enough resources. But another way you can do it is to... Oh, these are concrete. These are cement blocks. That's not very good. Not really interested in cement. Oops. You can just literally take the base apart like this. Of course, if you want Xeno blocks, you can take these as well. Anyway, guys, I'm not going to waste your... Right, anyway, guys, I'm not going to waste your time taking this apart, but that's what you can do. Just thrusters on, off, and we'll just dock back with the so we'll just back on top, the power off, and we'll just make sure that we've got everything out of the fridge. Actually, that, yeah, there's nothing perishable in the fridge. Multi-tool, well, I can leave the emergency multi-tool there as well. Get into here. And I don't want this video too long, so I think what we'll do is we'll go up and do the burial chamber, and then the other abandoned outpost I'll do off camera. I mean, if I'm completely honest, it's just too warm today for sitting in a room with a computer blowing hot air all over me. Why have I got that tag still there? We don't need still to show the lights. Actually, there's a rocket drone there. We can go and farm him a little bit as well. I mean, farming drones is another good way to get resources. because you can get enough of them, you probably wouldn't need to worry too much about promethium. So we didn't get any promethium that time. And we're up into the ship. And what did we get? Got some rockets and a... At it. Right guys, what I'm going to do is just make my way towards the burial chamber, and I'll see you once I get there. Don't think I actually... Did I take the core? It's not worth worrying about. I think leaving the core in, it stays green, which means I know that I've done it. So here we are, we're just approaching the burial chamber. If we can... Oops. I've just got hooked on a tree. If we just land alongside it here. It's a bit difficult to tell which side, if we're on the correct side or not. Oh, actually, I think it's the ammo box, isn't it? While I'm thinking about it, is we're just going to put the shield generator. Of course, this being a Jeff Randall ship, he's very good with actually putting in spaces for putting in upgrades. So he's put the slot in here for the shield generator. This is where it says OP on the floor, is the offline protection for multiplayer, which we do not need. So we've now got that. It's very much like we've actually parked right across everything here. That's okay. First thing we're going to do is, I think it's just by the second plant here. There it is. I'm just going to jump down. Oops. So, up the Pioneer. Got a little bit of Sathium, supplies, and trade items. Okay. On the wall here, wait for the jetpack to build back up again. Right guys, I'm just going to run round and pick up all the plants again. I think you know the routine from the last video. Loads of fruit and berries and all the other stuff. We've got 8 out of 10 already, and it's just the first pass. Nine out of 10 now. Right, we want to do is see if I can get up to... Gotta get into here. Wait for the jetpack to... Ah! Missed it again. Okay. If we can get in from this point. Perspective. That's it. And what we've got now is we should have improved our standing with the talent. They're still friendly, but we should have got a little bit extra there. We got some cash as well, and we got some meat. Can't remember. Well, put the gold in. Oops, we don't want it in the fridge in there, do we? Put our gold in the food and meds, and we'll just go back here. Yes, we got 500 standing with for the Talon. Now this is someone's. Who is attacking me? I think we've got someone below us who's a bit more aggressive. And the mission we just done is actually got a cooldown, and then what we can do after. I think we got somebody actually shooting at me. Blue spider. I think we got a spitting spider in here somewhere. You. Of course, we don't have the loot box. But it's probably that one that was spitting at me. It's probably firing the entire width of the room and hitting me. Ah. Anyway. We could. No, I don't want to waste that. Pioneer. There. I think what we'll do is keep one of those tins of beans. Hello guys. I thought I got most of you. I think what happens is these will respawn. So it's just I'm in there. That's a duplicate. Like that. Yeah, they're respawning here. Unlike the other one, this is so if you got a passion for meat, wait, cut it out. Of course, if you've got a limitless supply of shotgun shells, you can put together a lot of XP, assuming that you're not scared of spiders, of course. Yeah. Some more fruit. No spiders in here though. A bit odd. Normally there's a couple in here. Okay, we're up the. These spiders here. Nope. Oh. Wow. Yes, what we got here? EM pulse rifle. Got another one. Something tells me that the game is dropping a few hints about possibly using an EM rifle. We'll just put this in general supplies. Of course, this needs laser rifle shells. Sorry, got tongue tied there. Just put the plants in the trade items because I think we've got enough plants now. I think this is. That's actually a cure for poisonous bite. I didn't know that. So keep that. That's raw. That counts. One thing I don't know about is these Phoenix fern fronds. It says intermediate products used to ingredients for processing more complex products. But I can't think of anything that actually needs Phoenix fern fronds. If any of you know, feel free to chuck it in the comments. That can go in there. That can go in food and meds. And that's raw food. And that is about it, guys, for the burial chamber. All we got to do now is work our way back out again, because of course we got to do the passageway that gets us back out of here without having to destroy the core up above there. Hello. Oh, that gave me a fright. I think we're just leave. Because we're going. I think we've got more than enough meat to be going on with, to be honest. Right, that's the way out. We got stunned. It is this way, isn't it? That's the way in. Where are we going to go? Got myself turned around a little bit. Oh, it's down here. Sorry. I'm pretty sure, or maybe it's Reforged Eden, that there's a loot box around there. That. 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 It's definitely solid up there. Get rid of them. Maybe around the corner. And we got more neodymium, supplies, drills, hover vehicle again. Shove that into there. And that is about it, except for around this corner here. I think if you can get them from the back or the side, you seem to get a one-shot kill. For food. Yep, so we've got quite a lot of plasma, so we can make some medication. Just reload on the go. Like the spiders have respawned again. Hello. Get it out. Right, we're going to go up here. Goodbye. That's the cauldron. And that is about it, guys. We are now back up to the top. And I wouldn't say we got a fantastic loot from this, but we did get an almost a kind of near full game supply of food. We've got 22 of those. I think it's Pioneer. It's not general supplies, it's trade items, isn't it? I'll find shove that in there. I think this is where I'm going to leave it, guys, because it's starting to get quite warm in this room, and I think I'm going to go to the beach for the afternoon. So until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.